What happened east of Moscow this week, 2 days ago, is simply another blow to Russian military hardware. It's a psychological puncture. It's a symbolic unraveling. It's more of the same. Ukraine's reported strike on the Savas airbase has, according to its general staff, destroyed a MiG-31 and an Su-34 aircraft of considerable strategic value. And the daring of the operation is breathtaking. The implications are devastating. Uh, Savas is no provincial airstrip. It's a facility housing aircraft capable of carrying Russia's hypersonic Kinzhal missiles, the very weapon Putin once flouted as invincible, and located roughly 400 miles from Ukraine's border and deep within the supposed safety of Nizhny Novgorod Oblast. The strike speaks to Ukraine's expanding drone range, technical and technical ingenuity, and sheer nerve. The MiG-31 and the Su-34 together represent over $100 million in military capital. The MiG, a relic of Soviet engineering, is prized for its supersonic interception capability, and the Su-34 is a workhouse Russian air-to-ground warfare weapon responsible for some of the more egregious bombardments of civilian targets across Ukraine. That they were parked vulnerably, likely without hangar protection, signals either complacency or desperation, perhaps both. This isn't an isolated incident. It follows Operation Spiderweb, Ukraine's June the 1st drone blitz that damaged or destroyed up to 20 Russian aircraft across 5 air bases, including strategic Tu-95s and Tu-22M3Ss. And satellite imagery has released evidence that shows scorched tarmac, crippled bombers, and Western intelligence estimates at least 10 of these aircraft are beyond repair, a staggering loss for a fleet already straining under sanctions and aging systems. And still, no credible Russian retaliation. We're promised escalation. Instead, what came was Russia's usual fare, the monstrous overnight drone and missile bombardment of Ukraine's cities, maternity wards, and UNESCO heritage sites. Reprisal? No, routine cruelty. This isn't just about jets, it's about morale. Russian Air Force personnel, the pilots, engineers, ground crews know they are now targets, even hundreds of miles from the front. The aura of Russian invincibility has been perforated. The myth of homeland security has crumbled. Each strike behind the lines drives home the same message: nowhere is safe, nothing is untouchable now. Indeed, these attacks are as psychological as they are tactical. They sow fear, they force dispersion, and compel costly overhauls of air base security. Every drone that evades Russian defences is a humiliation. Every destroyed jet is a reminder that the empire has hollow bones. What we're witnessing is Ukraine's pivot from reactive to proactive air defence. No longer merely intercepting drones over Kyiv, Ukraine is now dismantling the factories, the fuel depots, the command posts that make these drones possible. The latest attack on the Veneer Progress plant in Cheboksary, 100 miles inside Russia, reportedly halted production at a facility key to Russia's drone and missile systems. A Kazan gunpowder plant and drone factories in Tatarstan have also been struck. Ukraine is creating, quite literally, a kill chain disruption. And this is strategic depth warfare, not just hitting the fist, but breaking the arm that swings it. In response, Russia turns back to what it knows: terror. Hundreds of drones, hundreds of missiles at civilian targets. An 11th century cathedral, a maternity ward in Odessa, a university in Rivne. Not military installations, just people. Yet even this, the machinery of destruction itself, is showing signs of failure. Russian soldiers are posting videos of tourniquets that snap under pressure, cheap Chinese-made rubbish, issued by a defence ministry that has become in effect a criminal enterprise. Appeals for medical aid are punished. Officers punish soldiers for going public. Discipline now looks like pit brutality and starvation. Civilian areas are punished if they show evidence on the internet of drone attacks, of drone hits, of smouldering buildings. Meanwhile, Russia's national wealth fund is draining, on course for collapse in 2026. Demographics are imploding, birth rates are plummeting, and each new MiG or Su-34 that burns on the tarmac, the future grows darker. This is why Ukraine's campaign matters. Every jet destroyed is one less capable of levelling a hospital. Every fire in a munitions plant shows just another night of terror. Putin's long-promised summer offensive now looks more like a plodding meat grinder. He's throwing bodies at trenches in Sumy and Donetsk. No strategic surprise, no airborne triumph, just the desperate, blunted march of an empire that has forgotten how to win. And so, from a small airbase east of Moscow, we glimpse the larger truth. Ukraine is not merely surviving, it is adapting, it is striking, it is recalibrating the war itself. And Russia, it is bleeding in its skies, on its front, in its soul.